Money is a tool we use every day. We use it to buy things we need, like food, clothes. We also use it to buy things we want, like toys, movie tickets. The money we are most familiar with comes in two forms. There are physical coins, paper bills. We can hold this money in our hands. Then there is digital money. This is the money that exists in our bank accounts. We see it as numbers on a screen when we check our balance online at an ATM. This system has worked for a very long time, and we trust it completely. The money in our bank accounts is managed by banks. When you get paid, the money goes into your account. When you use your debit card, the bank takes money out of your account. Banks keep a record of all these transactions. They act as a middleman. They make sure that when you send money to someone, it gets there safely. Governments also play a big role. They control the money supply through central banks. They can print more money, take some out of circulation. This control helps them manage the country's economy and keep prices stable for everyone. This system of money is called a centralized system. This means that a central authority like a bank or a government is in charge. They are the gatekeepers of our financial world. They approve transactions. If your card is stolen, you can call the bank to fix the problem. Imagine a new type of money that exists only on the internet. This is the basic idea behind cryptocurrency. It is a digital currency. It is a virtual currency. Unlike the digital dollars in your bank account, it is not controlled by any single bank, nor by any single government. The word crypto comes from cryptography, the science of secure communication. Cryptocurrencies are designed to be very secure. They use complex codes to protect transactions and to control the creation of new units. The most famous cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. It was created in 2009 by a person or by a group using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin was the first of its kind. It showed the world it was possible to create a digital currency sent directly from one person to another. This is called a peer-to-peer system. It works without needing a bank to approve the transaction. Think of it like sending an email directly to a friend. You do not need a post office to read and approve your message. Bitcoin aimed to do the same for money. It was a radical idea challenging how we think about finance. It offered a vision of money that was global and open to anyone with an internet connection. Following Bitcoin's success, thousands of other cryptocurrencies were created. These are often called altcoins. Alongside these, another concept emerged: digital dollars. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin work on a special technology called a blockchain. You can think of a blockchain as a digital public ledger or a giant shared notebook. Every single transaction that ever happens is recorded in this notebook. When a new transaction occurs, it is added as a block to the chain of previous transactions. This chain is shared and updated across thousands of computers around the world. Because so many people have a copy, it is extremely difficult to cheat or change a past entry without everyone else noticing. This is very different from how traditional money works. With regular money, your bank holds the private ledger. Only you and the bank can see it. The bank is the central authority that confirms everything. With cryptocurrency, there is no central authority. The network of users confirms the transactions together. This is called a decentralized system. It removes the need for a middleman like a bank. Instead of trusting one institution, you trust the technology and the network of participants. That difference makes crypto revolutionary and also complex for newcomers to understand. So, a lot of people are really excited about the potential of cryptocurrencies. They see it as the future of finance, a more democratic and open system. Supporters believe that it gives power back to individuals. Basically, you are your own bank. You have full control over your money without needing permission from anyone to spend it, send it. This idea is especially appealing for folks living in countries with unstable governments, weak financial systems. For them, a global currency like Bitcoin can be a safer place to store their wealth than their local currency, which honestly might be losing value rapidly because of inflation. Another reason everyone's talking about crypto is the potential for huge profits. The price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies has gone up and down dramatically. Some early investors have, become millionaires overnight. This has attracted a lot of people who are hoping to get rich quick. But it's not just about money. The underlying blockchain technology honestly has so many other potential uses. People are exploring how it could be used to create more secure voting systems, track goods in a supply chain to make sure they're authentic, manage digital identity. The possibilities seem endless, and that's fueling a lot of optimism and investment in the space. However, there are also plenty of risks and some pretty serious concerns. The biggest one is volatility. The price of cryptocurrencies can change drastically in a very short amount of time. Governments and banks have had, well, mixed feelings about crypto. At first, many ignored it or saw it as a niche for tech enthusiasts. But as Bitcoin grew in popularity and value, they couldn't ignore it anymore. Some governments are worried. Concerned, crypto can be used for illegal activities, money laundering, financing terrorism, because transactions can be hard to trace. They're also worried about losing control over the money supply, a key tool to manage the economy. In response, many countries introduced regulations, rules to bring order to the Wild West of crypto, requiring exchanges to verify identity, just like banks do, preventing anonymous transactions, making it easier to track criminals. Some countries banned crypto. Others welcomed it to attract innovation, creating a patchwork of confusing rules worldwide. Banks are in a tricky spot. Crypto threatens their business model. People can send money without banks, so banks could lose revenue. But many see opportunities exploring crypto services for customers buy, sell.